களத்தில் பிறந்து விட்டோம் முன்பு போனவை வருத்தமில்லை காட்டினிலே வாழ்கின்றோம் முட்களின் வழி ஒன்றும் மரணமில்லை இருட்டினிலே நீ நடக்கையிலே உன் நிலவும் உன்னை விட்டு விலகிவிடும் நீ மட்டும் தான் இந்த உலகத்திலே உனக்கு துணை என்று விலகிவிடும் தீயோடு போகும் வரையில் தீராது இந்த தனிமை கரை வரும் நேரம் பார்த்து கப்பலில் காத்திருப்போம் மனிதனுக்கு மொழியே தேவையில்லை blush you need blush Ignore that. So we had a morning trek planned and I was the only one who showed up on time and I was just waiting there for everyone to show up. Didn't know what to do, was just chilling, and then is when I spotted the basketball court. I was like, while I wait, why not get some activity in? Go play some basketball right before a trek. Very wise of me. So after that, the people who worked there saw me wandering around like a lonely person and offered to make me something to drink. And while I was drinking, I was so terrified because there were monkeys everywhere and I thought they were going to come and grab my cup, but they didn't and I was safe. So I was just chilling, responding some birthday messages and waiting for them to all show up so that we can go get this thing done. Then the trek finally began around 6:30 a.m. So the guide was walking us through and explaining about the trees and we spotted a few birds. So in the first part of the trek, we were guided to this watering hole where wild animals like elephants and boars would come to drink water. It was such a scenic place. Like I could just sit there and enjoy the beautiful hours together.
ಅಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಅಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನೆ ಬರಲ್ವಾ?
ಬರ್ತವೆ.
ಹಾಂ ವೈಲ್ಡ್. ಹಾಂ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಸರ್ ಇದಾ? ಹ್ಞೂ ಹ್ಞೂ. ನೇರಳೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಏನದು?
ಹೆಣ್ಣು.
ಹಾಂ,
ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹಾಂ,
ಇದೆ.
ಇದು ತಿನ್ಬೋದಾ ನಾವು?
ಹಾಂ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ,
ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ನೇರಳೆ ಹಣ್ಣು.
ये कौन सा ट्री है?
He doesn't know in English, but it's called Nerle Hannu.
If you can tell us. No. Nerle Hannu.
You can Google translate.
Nerle Hannu is fine. Purple fruit.
Purple fruit.
Purple fruit. Okay. Yeah. So one can eat it once it turns purple. No,
Sir, ಇದು ಜಾಮೂನ್ ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಜಾಮೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಆ ತರಾನೇ ಇದೆ ಮನೆ.
It must be from jamun family. ಇದು ಇನ್ನ ಹಣ್ಣಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇನ್ನ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಕಾಯಿ.
ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಹುಳಿ.
ಹುಳಿ.
ये पर्पल. ಅದೇ ಅದೇ
ಪರ್ಪಲ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್.
पर्पल ಏನು ತಿಂತಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಹಾಂ
ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾರ್ರಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ರಾಧಿಕಾ ಪೈಸಾ so many purple fruit trees are here. ಕಟ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೈಯೆಲ್ಲ.
कौन था इधर? वाइल्ड बोर.
ಬೋರ್ ಬೋರ್
याद आ रही है.
अरे राधिका पांडा. अरे देखना वो बाम्बू ट्रीज में पांडा रहता है ना. ओह वाओ.
So after all that, the next part of the trek was to go meet the elephants in the jungle. So the thing is, every day after the elephant interactions, they let the elephants back in the jungle. They aren't kept confined. And each morning, the trainers or the caregivers go into the jungle to fetch them to the camp where they are fed, bathed, and they interact with humans. And by evening, they are back to their natural habitat, but also nearby to their humans. And let me tell you, it was an experience going in the jungle, and I would advise anyone who's doing this to wear full sleeves and cover up, because you'll be literally walking through the thick of the jungle. It was the early hours of the morning, but still we were all sweating. ಹಾಂ ಈ ಥರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂಡೀಪುರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ ಜೀಪೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಂ and finally the moment we were all waiting for.
उसका नाम केशव. फ्रंट वन केशव. मेल एलिफेंट.
ओके.
ब्लाइंड दोनों ब्लाइंड.
ಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು?
ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ರಂಕ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ.
ಟ್ರಂಕ್ ಒಂದಿನ ಸಾಕು.
ಕೇಶವ್.
ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಐರಾವತ. 6 year old, 35 year old. ये ब्लाइंड क्यों हुआ केशव? ये डॉक्टर कहते हैं ना इकड़े मिलना.
उसके रूप में नहीं जाना. जाने दो अभी उसकी करियर.
केशव हाँ बाय बाय मैडम बाय बाय. ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಹಾಂ
So then we had some personal one-on-one interaction with these majestic creatures where we shook their trunks, clicked pictures with them. You know, they were the most majestic beings I've ever seen. And after such a beautiful start to the morning, it was time to head back to the camp. The elephants left to get fed and bathed and all of that stuff, and we were back in camp and we were also going to have some yummy breakfast. And then after the breakfast, it was time to head to the camp where we were escorted in a jeep. So the entrance to the Sakarbali Elephant Camp, I think, is priced around 100 rupees per person, and kids maybe less. But since we came from jungle lodges, for us the entry and the interactions are free. So I personally refrain from any type of elephant or wild animal rides because that is not my thing. But I was there to give them baths and feed them. So I was so happy doing all of that.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
So initially in the morning when we entered, there was a lot of crowd and it was also the weekends. So maybe I would suggest you to not go on the weekends and try going some other day. But after the crowd died down and only the people from the jungle lodges were left hanging around, it was just beautiful.
ಅದು ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ
ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಹಾಂ. So, my thoughts after my first solo trip. It is a chance to truly be in tune with yourself, to hear the quiet whispers of your own thoughts and desires. Sometimes it is a little lonely, the quiet of the evening after a long day of walking. But then you realize it's not loneliness, it's solitude. It's a chance to be present with yourself, to connect with the world in a way that's just you. It is a journey of self-discovery, a chance to see what you're capable of, to test your limits, and to come back with a new appreciation for yourself and the world around you. It is the kind of experience that leaves you changed, a little wiser, a little bolder, and a little more free. This trip has been more than just a vacation. It's been a journey of self-discovery. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, met incredible people, and connected with nature in a way I never thought was possible. If you're thinking about taking a solo trip, do it. You won't regret it.